Captain's log started 1-2-0-9-1-8.8. The Philadelphia Eagles have sealed their fate for the 2018 season as they fall to the Dallas Cowboys once again in overtime. This removes any realistic hope of making the playoffs and giving them an opportunity to continue to defend their title. This is a very sad day. What's going on, Eagles fans? Heartbreaking loss. Shout out to the Cowboys. Shout out to my Professor Henricks. Shout out to Andre. Shout out to Mark. Shout out to Tom. I've known these guys for a long time. All diehard Cowboys fans, which I respect. They're not like their other delusional fans, which there's a lot of them. But shout out to you guys on a hard-earned victory. It was hard-earned. You guys played well in the fourth quarter, right? And you guys did what you did. You did what you had to do. Man, I can't even get this straight. But yeah, it's a heartbreaker. It's a heartbreaker. It's a heartbreaker when it's overtime. It's a heartbreaker when your defensive player makes a terrific play on the ball and it ricochets. Well, it's deflected, ricochets. It's deflected and it lands on the receiver's hand. I mean, what are you supposed to do? That was just bad luck. That was just plain bad luck, man. But it is what it is. Cowboys are now have a commanding lead of the NFC East, and honestly, at this point, they're going to win it this year. For us to win it, they would have. I can't even think of the scenario right now. We just have too many hard games coming up, and two tough games coming up, and even if we win those, the Giants will have to beat the Cowboys, and we will have to beat the Redskins. And we will have to have the better record because now they have the tiebreaker if we end up with the same record. So is there a shot still? Yeah, the probability of that happening are slim to none. But the Giants also won today, so there's still like a little ounce of hope. But I mean, that's like really thin. And the way the Cowboys defense has been playing, honestly, it's I gotta give it to them. Their defense is pretty good. I mean, our defense also came to play. You know, it's not like Dak had a great game. Well, neither did our offense. But it's heartbreaking. And it sucks when you had a season like you had last year, and now you got to deal with this. But that's the game, right? That's the game. You can't expect the same thing twice in a row in this league. I mean, the last time somebody did it was 14 years ago. New England Patriots, 2004. But what can I say? It's the same crap, different week. No run game. Bad play calling. I can't really say nothing on the defense. I mean, they had little mistakes here and there. I mean, but the defense came to play. Honestly, my fault really lies on the offense. I mean, if it was me, it was the play calling once again, not running the ball effectively. And you could put some blame on the refs, but you play like crap for 3 quarters, man. I mean, like, what else can you do? I mean, you play like crap for 3 quarters. You knew what you had to do and you didn't do it. And yeah, I mean, give kudos to Carson Wentz. You know, we were down. He brought us back and he set us up for overtime. But by that time, I can tell the defense was really tired too. You know what I mean? Look, all I'm going to say is our coordinators got to be changed because we have a Lamborghini style offense that is being driven by somebody who's never probably been in one. You know what I mean? And by that I mean our schemes are terrible. It's just everything. I'm just sick and tired of seeing the same nonsense over and over again. And Doug Peterson got to be held accountable too. Doug Peterson got to be held accountable too. Because you didn't fix it in time. And you still didn't fix it. I didn't hear Golden Tate's name probably maybe 2-3 times today. And I only watched the second half. So if he was more integrated in the first half, honestly, I'm not even going to watch that. I recorded it, but I'm not going to watch it. For what? Literally, you played crap for 3 quarters. So I saw the number, so I could pretty much make that conclusion. But I hear Golden Tate's name. Well, that was a wasted trade. So Cowboys fans, you feel free to please trash us on how we were making fun of you guys for trading up that for Amari Cooper. And honestly, that's on our fault too. We were also going to pay a king's ransom with Amari Cooper with a 2nd round pick. So we literally elevated the price, and the Cowboys did pay a 1st rounder, but yeah. But also, like, a lot of people are saying, what if like we would have gotten Amari Cooper, then we could have been better. But would we? With this offensive coordinator and the way the system's being made this year, probably Amari Cooper would have been a factor. Who knows? I mean, who knows? Who knows? But I'm just disappointed because things could have been so much better. So the scheme could have been so much better, and you saw sparks of it last week. And once again, they failed. They failed to stay consistent. That's been a big issue: consistency, penalties, unable to run the ball, injuries. I hate to say it. Yeah, I know we can't make excuse for injuries, given what happened last year. But guys, you gotta understand that we have gone beyond the backups of the backups of the backups. That we're depleted. We're depleted. It's just heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. But between the bad officiating and these officials, man, they got to be held accountable. That was a clear fumble recovery. That was not pass interference. On the Cowboys, that was not roughing the passer. I mean, this was just some terrible calls being made, man. And I hate to make the excuse of the rest, but when you have it on clear replay, and when some of the Cowboys fans that I know are telling me, dude, that wasn't even pass interference, or that wasn't even roughing the passer, and I agree with them, that's how you know, we're on the same page. Like I said, not all Cowboys fans are dumb. They may hate us Eagles fans for what we are and what we represent, and we'll do the same thing for them, but it's the ones that know the game that can actually have a conversation. They go beyond the stupid trash talk. And speaking of trash talk, Grugier Hill, he was all over the place today. He was playing well. So, you know what, dude? If trash talk is what makes you play well, by all means, sir, do it. I know yesterday I was on you for doing all that trash talk, but you proved yourself out there today. So, you know what, dude? The trash talk is what gets you pumped up, then by all means, man. Call Jared Goff a bust or something next week and see what you guys can do. At this point, I'm not talking about playoffs. I'm not talking about wild card. And I don't talk about pride. This whole nonsense of, we play for pride. Nah, dude, I don't play for pride, man. I was going to enjoy the rest of the season, see where we're at. I think I need a new beanie. My big fat head is too little. I might give this one to my girlfriend, give myself a new one. She's been wanting this beanie for a while. But it sucks. It sucks, man. It sucks because there's some Cowboys fans I really do not like, and when we beat them, I enjoy it. But yeah, this really, all it is the same crap for now 13 straight weeks. Lack of running game, lack of creative play calling. The aggressiveness hasn't been an issue all year. It's been there. But like I said, Carson Wentz is not playing like Carson Wentz. And honestly, at this point, I'm thinking maybe some people are right. He's not 100% healthy. And I can't trust this medical staff because every time they say a player is good, the next week they're injured again. You know what I mean? It's just heartbreaking. It's just heartbreaking that we play like crap. We still take it to overtime and we lose like that. And it's not like we lost by like a 90-yard touchdown. You gotta understand, he deflected the ball and it landed on Amari Cooper. Like, ah. When you see Rasul Douglas's face after the game, and it's like, you know what, man? As an Eagles fan, I would have gone out of the field and shake your hand, man, because you did what you were supposed to do, and it was just bad luck, bro. It was just bad luck. The story of the 2018 Philadelphia Eagles, very bad luck, injuries and all that. But there's got to be a lot of changes in this offseason, man. Starting with the coordinators. If Garrett Kubiak is available, please somebody bring him in. I don't know who else is out there. I know that a coach from Ohio State, but he might end up being in the Packers for all I know. But we need a new offensive coordinator. You know, I know I don't want more former Eagles players. I know I made jokes about that too. You know, bringing Brian Westbrook, make Deuce Staley the OC. Man, we need some strong-minded people, like strong people that are good in coaching. You know, not just former Eagles players who played the game. As we just can't be homebodies on these issues. You know, we need somebody that has proven themselves at this point and challenge Doug and hold Doug accountable. Like, dude, you're not calling the right play. You know, because I don't think none of these coordinators do. And you know, and since nobody challenges Doug, then why? And then Doug also needs to be held accountable by Jeffrey Lurie or Howie Roseman. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, you're not. We give you the tools and you don't execute. There's got to be some sort of accountability. And I hope that happens this offseason. But we'll see what happens. As an Eagles fan, it's one thing to lose to the Cowboys, and we're all going to hate it, but the way we lost today, man, oh, that made me nauseous. That almost made me puke. And it made me angry because it was a hard-fought game, and it was a hard-fought game, and hard-fought game. Rasul Douglas, sir, hold your head up high. You did nothing wrong, my friend. As far as in my book, nah. It's not Jake Elliott's fault. That was one mistake. It was not a game-costing mistake, okay? If you want to point at anything else, point it at Jim Schwartz or whoever called that defensive play on defensive formation where Dak Prescott literally looked at Amari Cooper and threw it over, I think it was Bosby, and then like freaking Cooper just goes straight in for the touchdown. I don't know why Rasul Douglas wasn't on Cooper all night, but Jim Schwartz doesn't surprise me. But yeah, guys, I've had enough. I had enough of today. I'm still gonna rip the Birds all the rest of the season as a fan. So what I'm gonna do, you know, even if we win out, we don't make the playoffs. Like I said, at this point, it all comes down to probabilities. Of course, a contingent of you winning, but I mean, you got the Texans and you got the Rams, and then after this, it's a heartbreaker. Who knows what it's gonna do to this team psyche? But a lot of it, honestly, I'm laying it on the offense and the bad play calling. I can't really bag on the defense after what they did today. They came to play. Yeah, like what, 2-3 turnovers, 2 interceptions on Dak Prescott, a forced fumble. Yeah, it was 3 turnovers. I can't really say much after that. You held the Cowboys. We weren't scoring, and we held the Cowboys to 6 points in the first half, and then it started picking up a little bit in the third and fourth, which is expected because your defense is getting tired. But I really can't say much bad about the defense, except some of those play calls, like I said, that I just pointed out. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Eagles fans, it sucks. Sucks bad. The worst thing is that's gonna annoy me is hearing Skip Bayless celebrating this, thinking that he won a major victory. When honestly, I just look it down and it's just one bad, unlucky play. Because you didn't beat the Eagles. Convincingly. It was just an unlucky play, and everybody's gonna call it a major play. And one last thing, Eagles fans, if you're one of these Eagles fans, they're calling for Nick Foles. Please surrender your Eagles fan card and please walk out the door. If you're gonna start blaming Jake Elliott for missing that field goal and costing us the game, please turn in your fan card and walk out the door. Because you guys don't know what you're talking about. The Jake Elliott missed field goal, yeah, it was a mistake, but Carson Wentz put us in a position to go into overtime and still have a shot of winning. So that whole Jake Elliott missed field goal is no longer a factor. So if you guys are going to start blaming Jake Elliott or the defense for losing this game, then you please surrender your fan cards and walk out the door. Because I'm getting sick and tired of this bipolar fan base of mine. I'm just sick of it. But anyways, guys, I'm signing off. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this night. I gotta get some research done for my podcast Wednesday. So with that being said, I'm heartbroken, but I just feel bad for Rasul Douglas, man. But fly Eagles fly, always fly Eagles fly, and have a good night.